It's not even so much about the brick and mortar. It's really about the people. Just enjoying the solitude, the peacefulness, and just the overall surroundings. This just contributes to your overall mental health, physical health, everything about it. It's my happy place.
They were mainly returning war veterans that discovered a love of boating, and they connected with one another, and they would do rendezvous. Everybody docked in different places, and they would meet up for lunch a couple times a month and plan trips, and decided they needed their own marina. They found a place in Seabright. It was an old colonial house with a lot of apartments in it. The docks were in a wreck. That's when their adventure began. Each of the guys came from backgrounds of ranging from a machine shop operator to lawyers, doctors, CEOs, builders, all coming together, each bringing their expertise and contributing here and there. That evolved with more and more activity and eventually wanting to formalize it into a club. They formalized the club somewhere around 1960 and held the first installation of officers in 1961. Then the next problem was it got so popular, there was a waiting list. And I overheard the dads talking about that and said, you know, I think I saw a sign along the river here that said land for sale near where I plant my crab traps. So I took my dad and another man in my little 12-foot aluminum boat. They ended up deciding this was the right place to be, and the work started and clearing the land, dredging out all the muck. And the first boats came in here the summer of '67, but the commissioning took place in 1968. Everybody contributed, and that was the spirit that continues to this day.
I think the founding fathers of Atlantis would be very proud of the club that it is today, because we kept in the ideals of what they wanted, was to have a family yacht club.
And when we get here, everyone's stress level drops, and everyone is happy to be where they are and be around the people that they are around.
We have 50 families living here. You know, everybody's kind of have everybody's back here, right?
Sure do.
You know, it's belonging to something, you know, and having, you know, all the friends.
It's a warm, friendly atmosphere. There's always someone, come on my boat, you know, sit down, have a drink with me, try this, try that. What are you doing tonight for dinner? And you just wing it sometimes, and it's nice. It's always about food.
Hey, food.
The moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's amore.
Food.
Food.
What are we cooking tonight?
We've often said that our burgee should have a knife and a fork on it in addition to the letter A for Atlantis.
If you leave here hungry, something's definitely wrong with you, as you can see.
Well, we joke around that this is the Atlantis Eating Club because we do have a lot of food here. But eating is part of, you know, being together. You know, eating is a very social thing, so it's part of what Atlantis is. It's a social club.
You come pulling in here, everybody jumps out of their seat and is there. Throw me your line, I'll tie you up.
Everybody wants to help out and pitch in, whether it's 3 or 4 people needing a hand doing something on their boat, or it's 24 of us working outside doing a maintenance day around the club. Everybody pitches in.
It made me feel very much at home, that everybody takes a lot of pride in the place.
It's more like a family just working together to get the things done. It's just the easy things that we can do here to save a little money and get together and again eat.
My change of watch to become Commodore was the night of the storm. On top of the rubble in the clubhouse, I was sworn in.
Between the time in late October when the storm hit and that spring, this place was put back together.
Everybody came on board. It wasn't slouch among them. Everybody did something.
We're a private yacht club, and yacht clubs have traditions. Traditions are very, very important.
It's just something you can count on every year, you know? It's like all this pride in our club, and you know, there's not much of that left anymore.
It's important to keep doing these types of things because if you don't do it, it gets lost.
Some of the things that we celebrate, those are traditions that were handed down to us from the people who founded the club. And so we honor them by honoring those traditions.
Yeah, I think that when you have boating in your blood, you continue to pass it on. So I think everybody that is here today is very committed, and we'll be around for a while.
You know, we love it here, and we want everyone else to love it too. Our children come every weekend, and they love it here.
And this community is people, and it's some people that we've developed relationships with over the last 16 years.
Yeah.
And we've made some really good friendships that we maintain all year long.
When you're part of Atlantis, you're part of a big family. In prepping for our 60th anniversary, I reached out to some people that I had known growing up. They were absolutely thrilled to hear that I was still a member and that I raised my family here.
To have a successful club for 60 years is fantastic, and it's all based on the quality and the people at Atlantis.
We don't want to just worry about what happened and where we're going. We're here today, and we need to enjoy it and make the most of it. There were people that came before me that did a lot of work at this club, which now allows me and my family and the rest of the members to enjoy it. I look at it, the next generations want to enjoy it, then we have to do our part to pay it forward.